Communism. Something invented by two German dudes 200 years ago simply because they didn't consider the fact that having more than others is cool and dope as hell. Now, in Europa Universalis 5, communism doesn't really exist in the true modern sense. However, there is a country that comes pretty darn close. Of course, I'm talking about the Republic of Frieia, the only country in the entire game out of thousands that's a peasant republic. A republic ruled by the common folk, just like me and you. No, not you, Bartholomew. No, we're not talking about you. You can come back when we play as England, yeah. Either way, you can see where I'm going with this, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, let's jump in as the Frisian Freedom, as the Peasant Republic of Frieia, and spread our communist ideals all throughout the Netherlands. Alright, here we are as the Republic of Frieia, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, the only country in the entire game of Europa Universalis 5 that comes anywhere close to being communist. And if you take a look at this right here, you'll immediately see why. We start off with the unique Frisian Freedom government reform right here, which gives the nobles less power, more peasant satisfaction, more peasants' power, and monthly progress to free subjects. And another super unique thing about Frieia here is that unlike pretty much every other country in the world, it starts off with no privileges granted whatsoever to the nobles, to the clergy, or to the burghers. Only one granted to the commoners right here, free mobility for the common people. And of course, I'm gonna start this playthrough off by immediately shooting myself in the foot by not granting any privileges whatsoever to the nobles, to the clergy, or to the burghers, and granting everything to make the peasants more powerful and making them have more control. This, of course, is going to make for a way more difficult playthrough than it needs to be. But yeah, aside from that, man, we'll be going and conquering, land in Friesland and Holland, Brabant, Flanders, Wallonia, maybe stuff like that, only expanding in the Low Countries and see how far we can spread our communist ideals. Now, aside from those things that I just mentioned, man, the Republic of Frieia doesn't really have any unique content going for it. I'm assuming eventually they will get it because I think it's a pretty cool, way to play. But yeah, there we go. We've started research, man. This, of course, is going to be another one of our tall playthroughs, continuing that series because you guys are enjoying that so much. So we're only going to be focusing on conquering a certain region. I think as communists, we really shouldn't be culture converting, stuff. People need to have freedom of expression. Or wait, no, that's like the opposite of communism, isn't it? Well, either way, I'm going to be accepting cultures instead of converting them, so let's see what we can do. Now, as for the other government reforms right here, we do have some cool regular ones, but of course we do have the other Peasant Republic government reform right here, which we don't have. Once again, nobles become dissatisfied, even less powers for them, more satisfaction for the, peasants. It's basically free, and you can see, commoners are allowed in the parliament and stuff like that, so obviously that's what we gotta go with. Like I said, no privileges whatsoever for these guys, but we can grant the commoners quite a lot, so we'll do autonomous villages. We want them to be satisfied. We want to go decentralized, free subjects. We're gonna go common militias as well. We're gonna go commoners in the administration. Some of these are, of course, are redundant, but you get the point. We're gonna do communal lands. What do we do here? Means of production. Of course, they need to be seized. And I think we're pretty good on that, man. Now, this is an interesting law we haven't done right here. The closed or open border policy. Listen, some of the communist countries that still exist, talking about you, North Korea, they disallow foreign migration. So it makes sense for us to be closed bordered right there. Of course, for the mining law, commoner-controlled mining operations. I mean, it just makes sense. And for this right here, we're just gonna go gold and silver coins. No such thing as arranging royal marriages. Oh, disgusting. Down with the monarchy. We're gonna be marrying a lowborn. Now, for this playthrough, of course, down with the monarchy and with the theocracy, I'm only gonna allow myself to ally other republics. Which, of course, once again, I'm making life harder for myself. We could try and link with some of the northern Italian guys, but let's link up with our boy Dithmarschen right here, or at least try to, since we're not going to be fighting them. Alright, a month has ticked over, the economy has, stabilized, and we're actually making money, surprisingly. We'd be making a lot more if I could grant stuff to the to the nobles and the burghers and whatnot, but of course we're not gonna. But yeah, aside from the regular difficulties that we're gonna face this playthrough, like fighting these guys without any allies, another major concern is of course France and how far they push into the Low Countries. Now, ever since I've been playing on this new beta patch, which I still am, they really haven't been doing it that much, except for, I would say out of 6 or 7 playthroughs that I've done in this patch, they've really only pushed hard here once. But even if they do, man, I think with coalitions we should be able to kick them back. And if we take a look at the HRE, look, one Imperial Peasant Republic. That's us. You know, we should look to create our own market as well. Taking a look at natural harbor suitability right here. Do we want to keep our capital where it is in Groens? No, it'd be much better to put it in Emden or Amsterdam or Antwerp if we manage to conquer those. But yeah, I guess for now we're not going to be touching those things. Also, I wonder if we can like somehow eliminate the other estates. You know, obviously, you know, later down the line in research, there are ways to make these guys even more weak. I think for all of them, the nobles one is of course up first, but yeah, we'll see. Now, I've rivaled Yever right here. They're usually solo. I got 20 spy networks, so we can start building a CB. We want to do destroy enemy. And then with the first parliament, you know, we can change up some laws to make ourselves even more communist. Now, there is a law over here I want to change. Local courts actually sucks because it gives us minus 5% local control. So we definitely want to swap to like, well, honestly, man, Central Council. And then interestingly, a law I would like always change, which is distribution of power to favor the ruler for plus 33% crown power, which is super strong right now. But we already have favor the common people, so it's just much better to be absolutist. I mean, huh. Look at this. Our diplomatic status doesn't allow the creation of an alliance with Dithmarschen. Why? Do we have something banning us from getting allies? Unless it's like secret or something, I don't think there should be, right? Because look, we can ally like Osnabrück or the Hanseatic League or whatever. Why can't we ally Dithmarschen? I don't get it. What is the diplomatic status? Now, since this is a free government reform, we can do one more of these right here. I mean, what's the most... They're actually all pretty good, except... Well, this one is good, but it does make the burghers more powerful, so we don't want to do that. Either diplomatic traditions or agricultural cultivation. Yeah, let's go this Diplorep. Why not? Right? Yeah. Damn, France already did something. They already got a coalition. Why the hell would they do that to Brittany? What? Oh, either way, they took this. Do I get involved now? Let's see if it grows. Alright, got a CB on these guys. They're still solo. There we go, destroy enemy. Yep, there we go. First war, man. First war. It's time to already spread our communist ideals. And, of course, conquer land. Because, well, yeah. There we go, we crushed these guys. Now, I am being invited to join the coalition by Metz. If Austria and these guys, you know... I mean, I guess I'll join it. Either way, man, war is done. I'm taking this for myself. It's already our culture and stuff like that, and it is in the area of Friesland. Very nice. All right, next up, obviously, it can only be Utrecht. They're allied to Zutphen. Okay, this is doable. This is actually doable. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Don't want to ally non-republics. Do we try our luck on France? The coalition is pretty big. They're already at war with England right now. They don't have that many levies. We outnumber them quite a lot, but obviously, man, France is stronger because their armies will be together, whereas the coalitions won't. I already tried this when we did a Netherlands playthrough a while ago. I wonder if I can invite these guys to coalition. Friendly action. See, how could Metz invite me? Huh. You know what? Why not give it a shot? I got nothing to lose. 147 versus... Yeah, 80. Maybe I can steal Flanders, frick it. There we go. Okay, you know, the communist boys already punching way above their weight, man. All right, in the age of Renaissance right here, we're gonna go admin focus, obviously simply for local infrastructure. You know, if the war goal in these coalitions wasn't superiority, we'd be winning them easily, but just because everyone's getting their ass beat, we simply can't get any war score. Another little trick I'm doing right here is Utrecht is in this war, right? So... You know, if they get their ass beat, they'll have no army to defend themselves with against me. Meanwhile, I've strategically not raised up my levies. Yeah, we got our ass beat, as expected. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna peace out France, dissolve the coalition, and give them 20 ducats. Whatever. However, my real plan has worked. Excellent. Yeah, listen, Utrecht, they're not a peasant republic, bro. They're a bishopric. Oh, and the parliament is here just in time. I'm spying on them, but that will take too long. What do we do here? Conciliatory support? Sure, dude. Fabricate CB, Utrecht. I wonder if we can eat all of them up. I don't think we can, but yeah, let's see. There we go, there's the declaration. They literally can't get any troops. Alright, siege down Utrecht, obviously pieced out these guys for war-ups and money. Let's see, a full annex on them, man, would be... Yeah, we would get a coalition here. I don't think it would fire, so that's a max of 126. If we make them a vassal, it's a max of 132. There's really no difference, is there? There's really no difference. I am gonna take it all because it is gonna be a while before you fight anyone, because these guys over here do have a pretty good network of alliances. So Holland, Hainaut, Gelre, we can't beat. Gelre, it's even worse, even more allies. Brabant comes in like that, so we'll need to try and get allies somehow, man. We'll need to try and get allies somehow. Yeah, or maybe catch someone off guard. Yeah, this is doable, I guess. Make these guys end alliances. Either way, that's gonna be a full annex on Utrecht, and I think I'm gonna create a custom subject over here, just because it's like over, you know, just because we can't move our guys there. So there we go, second war done. Communist ideals spreading far and wide, ladies and gentlemen, and it's looking mighty fine. And the rival system is pretty good. I'm actually gonna rival Zutphen right here. I'm actually gonna create 3 custom subjects right here, man. Just because I don't want the parliament to be busy with integrating that stuff when you know, it's not even our culture, so it won't be that quick. Of course, now I got no one that can work in the parliament, and you'd think with the peasants being allowed in the parliament, we'd actually have people in, but we don't. Coalition not firing, improving relations with guys. I just got promote urbanization, which will make, I think, Leer into a town, which is awesome. Another town. Coalition is gone. Thankfully, I've improved with everyone around here that was really mad, and now I've made them like me too much, but that's okay. Now just improving relations with our subjects, man. Gonna annex these 2 guys that we border, and after that, we're gonna see if we can get into it with someone else over here, like Zutphen, Gelre, Brabant, or... Oh, wait, Flanders, what? Are they, they're under England now. That actually might be better for us. Yeah, we'll see if we can fight anyone. If not, we're just gonna continue to do our own thing right here. Starting construction slowly but surely. You know, just doing some wharfs now. As we can see, we already got 2. Won't be enough for a navy, but that's okay. And yeah, I'm gonna start building up infrastructure now too. Meanwhile, people are happy, man. Our peasants are at 99% satisfaction, which is awesome. Burghers, clergy, and nobles don't really care too much. Clergy loves me. Once again, still no privileges for anyone else over here. These guys, you know, their population is still growing, of course, because of some buildings and stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, we're communizing it up, man. We're communizing it up. If I accept Westphalian, it won't take me over. Okay, good. That'll enable us to core this over here, and of course, after that, it's only going to be Low Franconian, which we will eventually get, you know, the ability to do it. Normally, of course, like I said earlier, in a tall playthrough such as this, I'd want to, you know, make everything one culture, one religion, and stuff like that. But because we're communist, we're going to be friendly with all 3 of the cultures that I guess we're going to have in our country. Frisian, Westphalian, and Low Franconian. We can actually even ally Munster here, man. I really, really do need someone's help to fight these guys, because look at this alliance if we want to hit Gelre, dude. Holland isn't much better. Zutphen too, yeah, everyone's got a ton of allies. I really gotta link up with someone. Alright, I've researched the minus 10% annex cost. Let's do, well, these guys at least. Now, of course, something we didn't talk about is the values, which I don't bring up too much, and there are some that are, you know, very obviously communist focused, obviously communalism, traditional economy, I would say free subjects as well, and then decentralization. The other ones really don't matter too much. And we already start off with a lot of these maxed over on this side, which is cool. I would say humanist kinda too, honestly. Yeah, we should try and steer towards humanist somehow. We auto-embraced professional armies, which honestly doesn't matter too much, since we're not rich enough to build up a regular army. But yeah, the other ones are not spreading. Really? How the hell did we get professional armies so quick? Well, I got it on historical. I finally remembered to actually put it on historical. You know, actually taking down Zutphen wouldn't be hard. I'm just looking at their allies right now, and they're actually the only ones with a fort. So Gelre is surprisingly no fort. Cleves no fort. Heinsberg? I almost thought it was Heisenberg, Breaking Bad reference. And Tecklenburg, none of them have forts, man. With Munster, we just walk in, full siege, peace out. Walk in, full siege, peace out, and then we can stand on their fort. They are my rival, right? I don't know, are they? Then why don't I have the beat up rival CB? Alright, well, got a parliament and got a claim on Zutphen. It sucks because it's promote urbanization. I already did all of the relevant stuff down here, so let's hope we get some good events, but I doubt it'll take me over 50. Either way, if we want to hit Zutphen right here, yep, it's them and their boys that don't have any, that don't have any forts. Let's go ahead and declare. This is doable. This is definitely very doable. Yeah, man, this all went exactly how I thought it would. Now, actually, for Gelre, hold up right here. So, they've got quite a few allies. I don't need to make them ditch Loon or those small guys, but I do want to make them ditch Brabant and Holland. Yeah, hopefully they won't realize someone more powerful, but yeah, there we go. No Brabant and Holland, no money, no war reps, because I'm actually hoping I can fight them after. All right, war is done. Yeah, annex, why not? Yeah, Gelre have linked up with more people, man, but it's, I think, once again, just tiny-ass guys with no forts. Cleves, no fort, no fort, no fort, no fort. These guys do have a fort, and these guys do, but it's still, it's pretty easy, man, because these guys are easily full siegeable, you know? Let's take a look at Holland as well, even though I can't really nicely walk to them. It's pretty similar. Yeah, it's pretty similar, except Hein out here. I don't even know who this is. Yeah, actually, I guess we'll see. If Munster comes in, we'll see. I think I should be able to ally Lüneburg as well. Nice, yeah. Sorry, man, I had to, you know, get rid of the no allying non-republics and stuff like that, since without allies, we can't beat these guys. Whoa, that's a really good consul, man. Yeah, that's awesome. That's actually awesome, nice. Of course, as is tradition. Why does the antagonism map mode show the provinces when you zoom in? That's stupid. Man, it takes so long to annex these guys, dude. It's so slow. Yeah, it's just Westphalian is so much more powerful than Frisian. These guys have picked up even more allies, dude. What about now? Yeah, this isn't the best option anymore, man, I think. Because they're allied to Liège, who's got a fort. These guys have Valkenburg and Waldeck as well. It's still... I mean, what am I thinking about, dude? Look at these numbers, man. With Lüneburg and with Munster, we can still do it. But maybe Holland's a better option since we're going to be fighting a million guys anyway. I'm going to drag them in with favors, by the way. Hein out. These... Who were these guys again? Well, they're way down there. And then the Hansa. Might do Holland, honestly. Might do Holland. We're not going to do a full annex on Gelre anyway, since one location that they have I don't want. But, I really don't know. I really do not know. Nah, yeah, this one's made more difficult. These guys got more troops. We're gonna do it on Gelre, man. We're gonna do it on Gelre. Let's just do that one. Don't want to change policy. We're getting kind of lucky here. Fabricate CB Gelre for Gelderland. All right, there we go. Just got 10 favors with, with Lüneburg. Let's go ahead and declare on these guys. Parliament approved claims. There's the declaration. Now let's just go into Munster right here. Influence, favors to call into war. Lüneburg, same thing, favors to call into war. All right, let's raise up. How the hell did Cologne come in? Huh, already knocked one guy out, by the way. Now, they're already willing to accept everything I want, but it's way too much, man. We'll get a even bigger coalition than last time, and if, yeah, this would be a huge coalition. And with the changes to coalitions, I think they'd declare. If I'm being honest, especially with my alliances, yeah. Okay, so we can't take down Gelre all at once. So we don't take that, and don't take that. I mean, even this is quite a lot. Or actually, no, this one's okay. Okay, yeah, it's okay like this. What about with this too? Yeah, that already increases by quite a lot. So if this is 79, and then this is 6, yeah, this is how we're gonna have to do it. It's okay though. Okay, I'm taking this. And honestly, yeah, just the alliance with Cologne and Liège, maybe. I'll also take money now and war reps because it's going to be a while before we fight them. Okay, a little less cash, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, but we have acquired this. I'm going to integrate this myself. We're connected with this southern vassal now, and once we integrate these two guys, and integrate this, we'll be able to get more levies. Yeah. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. Recruitment law. Expanded levies. Peasant levy size, of course. Aw, this sucks. Yeah. No coalition, though. No coalition. It hasn't even formed. Positive thing, though, aside from that early push by France over here, man, and no aggression whatsoever in the Low Countries. Flanders and Artois, I think, have been transferred over to England, so... yeah, I'd rather fight England if I want to take this than France, if I'm being honest. But elsewhere... oh... Portugal got completely eaten up in 40 years, dude. What I'm assuming happened here is they allied someone like Navarre. Yeah, they probably allied Navarre. That's why this happened. If Portugal allies Navarre, it gets eaten by Castile. Elsewhere, this is probably a Serbian subject. Yes, dude, they've done this in both of my recent 1.1.5 games. And it's crazy that they do this because they're supposed to do it. But I said this last time too, they shouldn't create this subject right here. They don't know they can become an empire. We got Romania formed. Hungary has been blown up. I've never seen Poland expand into Hungary. These guys blew up again, kinda. Timurids are here. Man, this patch is looking so good, dude. This patch is looking so good. So many things that are supposed to happen are happening. I love it. But of course, I don't love it more than communism, which we are spreading pretty successfully in the Low Countries, man. Yeah? Just building up slowly but surely, not making that much money, obviously. So, you know, the economic thing is, we're slower. But, you know, when have you ever seen a rich communist country? I know I haven't, but, yeah. So things are working as expected. By the way, I know there's lots of blue guys around here, but these guys aren't my subject. They're just a guy. Hey, Renaissance has been auto-embraced. I think I'm still researching, professional army stuff, but, we can start doing Renaissance. I do want... obviously, the gov reform, the cabinet seat, the culture's capacity is what I want. We can do frequent elections, Republican, electoral. Yeah, we want to do all of this down here, man. So we want to do these and rights of the nobles, so we can strip away even more rights from them. And, yeah, then we'll do the rest later, I guess. So really, antagonism wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. We still got a truce with these guys for one more year. Taking a look at their alliances... yeah, we can do it with just Lüneburg. What about Holland? Holland's still pretty tough. There are other guys here, too. Yeah, I think it's best we finish off Gelre, honestly. Ooh. England's declared on Holland. And it's just them and Hainaut. Do I got favors with Lüneburg? I do? Can I nab this before England? Can I siege Hague before England? Because that would be crazy. Acquiring this. I'm gonna do it. Or at least I'm gonna try. Yeah, I can actually walk over. Alright, I know this has been sieged by England, and that's actually my war goal, but, frick it, dude. Yeah, let's raise the levies. Where the hell are you, Lüneburg? Nope, I was wrong. England was already standing on Hague. Damn. I gotta hope someone unsieges Amsterdam or something. Alright, they can't take everything. But they could make Holland a vassal. We'll see. I already knocked out Hainaut. Liège I can't do because no one's full siege them yet, but we might be able to pull something off here, folks. I can peace out Holland for this, and it's actually not bad. Yeah, it's only like 4 or 5 guys. It's not bad at all. Do I do this or risk having them be vassalized by England and I don't get anything? It's tough. England's gonna peace out once they finish sieging Liège. I don't know. Damn, it's so risky. I don't know if I take it or not. Because, you know, maybe England will nab these guys and see that it's way too much antagonism and not take these guys. Frick, I'm gonna risk it. It's not like we don't have anyone to fight. I'm gonna risk it. Yeah, they did do something like that. They actually just took this. So, I think they'll take stuff from Holland, too. Oh, that's a different... oh. Now France is pushing in, too, I guess. Yeah, why are they doing this right now? Is there... damn, it was going so fine, too. Either way, I'm gonna peace out for this, man. I'm not waiting for England since they got, like, Hansa and Bremen in that war as well. So I'm just gonna take this from Holland, dude. There we go. We took it. Antagonism for us. Actually, not bad. No risk of a coalition whatsoever. Just improve with some of these tiny-ass guys over here, and we'll be chilling. Yeah. We can't beat France. We might be able to beat England in a coalition, but I don't know if a big enough one will form. They peaced out. They took the rest of, Holland. I actually am gonna join the coalition now. We finally annexed the subject. Obviously, it's well, it should become our cores. We've accepted Westphalian, right? Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Okay, let's do these other guys. Actually, no, I'm gonna do these smaller guys first. Just rivaled England, which is probably a stupid idea. Okay, there's no new ones over here. Local army organization, peasant levy size, peasant power. Hell yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. More power to the people. Oh, France just ate Luxembourg. Why am I even doing this? We can't beat them, dude. we literally can't beat them. All right. Ugh. Well, not everyone's armies are up, are they? Yeah, they're... The only stupid thing about this is I'm not the one controlling the... the peace deal now. And I actually border France, too. Oh my god, this is not very communist of you, Mets. I just wanted to chill and have everyone be poor. Like real communism. Oh, well, this is just excellent. Not only has the coalition declared on France, the other one has just declared on England. And I'm not the war leader in any of them. Wait, what just happened? Who just... Oh, I did not plan for this to go like this. I really didn't. I thought we were gonna have a chill playthrough. My mistake on trying to play in the Netherlands. It was all fine up until now. Damn, bruh. Oh. Well, maybe I can try and get involved in this England one. No, Liège, frick off. Just... Come on, move, dude. Yep, that's simply lovely. That's simply lovely. See, I joined these coalitions thinking they wouldn't fire just like last time and I'd be the one to declare on them. I shouldn't have even joined, dude. I shouldn't have even joined. This is such a huge mistake. I think I might even lose land here, man. If I'm being honest. I might even lose land. We can't a separate piece out of these. Right? Right? Yeah. Oh, what's that? Bohemia, you want me to... No. No. Oh, this is so bad, dude. This is so bad. What do we do? How can we get out of these? We can't get out of these. We can't get out of these. And show superiority is so busted, man. Yeah, look at this. France already crushed us. England already crushed us as well. Yep, this is the average coalition experience versus France and England. In fact, I haven't experienced it versus England. But, yeah, it just... if the AI can somehow figure out to be smart enough, and obviously we don't have the technology for that just yet. It was the same in EU4. Maybe in EU27, in about 150 years, the AI will finally be able to band all their armies together to fight a single larger enemy. But yeah, it's just, I mean, it's expected, boys. It's expected that one larger enemy will be more powerful than 1,000 smaller ones. Yeah. It was different in EU4, actually, because... all of these tiny guys had like minimum manpower, right? So just imagine 100 of these HRE guys all coming in with like 10k manpower, whereas France has like, I don't know, 50k, right? Eventually you deplete their manpower, but with levies, it's just horrible. This is my one per video complaint about the start date. This is it for this video. I mean, listen, how much can we realistically lose? We probably can't lose all of our land. If not, we'll just retreat back to the north up here, man. In these 4 provinces. We still got our subjects to annex as well, so it's really not all that bad. It's really not all that bad, but they have pushed a lot farther in than I thought they would, if I'm being honest. Let's just wait for these to end and we'll go back to our communist utopia ways, you know? I'll say a positive thing here, though. At least I'm not being sieged. I'm not sieged anywhere, so... Well, the one with England ended. What happened? I can't really tell. Ah, they took this from Brabant. That's what happened. Okay, I didn't lose land, so yeah. Alright, France obviously won. Thank God we're out of those wars. And I just popped some rebels as the war ended. But no biggie, we'll clean these guys up immediately. What is this? No, I don't. Okay, time to get back to building up our communist utopia, unless France or England declares on me, really. Meanwhile, rights of the nobles. We want to curtail the nobility. Block them from the cabinet. Yes, we get more and more communist every day, man. Too bad our borders kind of suck. I really would have been actually happy with just owning this as well, but that's okay. That's okay. Gelre we can't do. They're a French vassal. Obviously, you know, there's options with like Liège and Brabant and them, but I'm not gonna go through these guys just to have a subject on the other end. So I think, unless we want to expand elsewhere into Germany, which I didn't really want to do, I think this is pretty much what we'll have. Okay, time to build up then. Annex the subjects. It's just super slow, man. Now, I'm really trying to figure out where we place our capital, man, because, you know, Grins definitely isn't the best location. And taking a look at harbor suitability, Emden is pretty good. It's at 80%. And then, what you call it, Middelburg is also pretty good at 75%. I really wanted to do it in Amsterdam because it's at 75%, but because it would also be kind of in the middle of what we have, whereas both Emden and freaking Middelburg are kind of far off. See, our current capital of Grins is 25, so it makes sense to even move it to Kampen right here. That one is kind of more middle-ish as well, you know? And then we create the market there too, or something like that. Now, I'm really trying to suck up to France here, and I think you guys can understand why. If I can link up with France, call them in with favors versus England, easy. I take this and that, and maybe even get Flanders transferred, right? You know, the devil you know. I did accept a low Franconian earlier. It's like really expensive to... Sorry, I tolerated it. Yeah, if we accept it, it's gonna take us over. Right now it's using 0.66. It'll use 130 more, so it'll put us at like 3, which we can't do. There's one cultures thingy right here. There's actually sometimes another one, depending on what you go, I guess, but I don't think we have it. Yeah, we only got the one. Oh! We've received the right to become a duchy in the HRE. Were we a county only? I guess we were only a county, huh? Oh, we can do... Dude, with 3 more locations, we can do Peasant Republic Netherlands. That would be cool. That would be very cool. Yeah, we can do it as soon as we annex both subjects. Or 2 out of these 3. Nice, Peasant Republic Netherlands. Funnily enough, it's not my most played country, but I've got... This would be a 3rd Netherlands video if I do it. Let's rival... I can't rival England. Let's just rival someone far away then. Everyone knows about the historic rivalry between Frieia and Gazaria. Alright, let's do some nice stuff in banking. Dude, I can't ally France because my opinion of them is lower than 0. How do I increase my opinion of them? What? Okay, there we go. I actually requested market access, so now this funny thing is happening, and I've also asked for food access, but we can ally them. All right, finally 10 favors with France, so as soon as we build up a CB on England, we can go in. Obviously, you know, even with the whole England and France shenanigans and stuff like that, our internal build-up, you know, because we are kind of playing tall right here, isn't going that well because, well, you guys might understand, because these guys don't have any privileges, they don't really get any money, so they're really... honestly aren't building anything. I don't know if I've seen an estate build something, so we do have to do everything ourselves, but obviously we're not rich enough to do everything ourselves because, well, we're communists, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, almost done annexing a small vassal over here. These guys are gonna take pretty long to annex, so I'm actually gonna do the other small guys, and we'll see what we can do with England, man. I really do want to take the stuff that they directly have, but if we get Bruges, it's the market, we take over the market, we won't have to build our own, so we'll save some money. Antwerp is really good too, it's like right in the middle of what we want. It would make for a really good capital too, just like Amsterdam, so I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to take everything. Even if I do, I think a massive coalition will form and declare. Of course, with France on our side, we can beat them. What if France doesn't accept though? Tricky, boys, tricky. Alright, this is gonna help a bit with roads. I really haven't done that much. I'm doing one like right now, gathered up a bunch of money for it. This is all the roads that we have. I mean, obviously, I've only built up this. Everything else was, well, is already there. So, yeah, you can see just how poor we are just by our road network, man. You know, France is involved in this, which is a war these guys declared or something? I don't even know where these guys popped up from, man. Yeah, that's like crazy. What? Oh, it's the other way around. Oh, don't tell me. No way. What? Wait. So this war is already going on. No. I've allied France the only time they're actually gonna lose. I don't believe this, man. It's like nothing's going our way. Wait, or haven't they raised up all the troops? Let me see this again. Okay, no, they're actually gonna win. Of course, this delays our plans with, and everyone's so close to me, I'm gonna get a hit. And I don't even actually want anything from anyone over here. Like, sure, Liège would be nice because it is a part of Wallonia, which I do want, but... and this is gonna be so long, too. We just can't catch a break, man. Such a painful episode, dude. I honestly didn't think this would happen. Did they take something again? I don't think they did. We gotta accept. We got no choice. We gotta accept. I won't even raise troops, honestly. Alright, there we go. Those tiny, that tiny vassal right there has been annexed. We're just waiting to push through, yeah, this. You know, Hungary gets wrecked more and more, man. In this patch, it's like they've come from EU4, dude. They get absolutely destroyed. Look at Styria, bro. Alright, folks, the war is over. We've also annexed the other small subject, and we can actually finally form the Netherlands. And this might be the first time I'm seeing an estate do something, and it's obviously the peasants. It's us. It's the people, but we can form a peasant republic Netherlands. It's the Frisian freedom now. We finally have, you know, enough land to where we can actually see our name. Are we just gonna be called the Netherlands? I hope nothing changes, man. Yeah, I might Alt F4 if this breaks us, if this breaks our peasant republic thing, but there we go. United Netherlands provinces. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Still Frisian freedom, still peasant republic. Excellent. Let's wait for a month. Do those things stay? Yes, of course they do. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm actually spying on England again, and actually we can do it. I need to build up a CB on them once again, because that expired, because the whole France war thing was going on. Everyone likes me. Please don't trigger another coalition. Please, please. I really want to fight England. You know, with us being the Netherlands, I think we at least unlocked a couple of unique things, right? Or are they later? Actually, they're probably later. Why would they be at the start? Yeah, all the Dutch things are later, that's right. I did manage to get the balls to exit the Paris market, though, but now we're in Cologne. Bruges is actually super tiny. Hopefully, if we take over, it'll increase a bit. See, we're the Netherlands, but accepting low Franconian is still expensive as hell. I can't do it. Oh, promote urbanization. Haven't had that in a while. Oh, okay, this isn't that bad. This one actually isn't that bad. I gotta hit England, though. Because then after that, the coalition will probably hit France again. Or, well, actually, okay, that actually didn't take long at all. Would France join up versus England just like that? They would. Oh, I'm still allied to Lüneburg. Okay, there's attack threatening rival. They got levies. Hell no, we're not weaker than them. Let's go. There we go. We're at war with England. We declared it, and this is one we can actually win. We just gotta see what we can take. Okay, well, we've easily gotten 84% war score on England, and I'm sure you're not surprised. My army did get slimed out a little bit, but that's okay. And now, France has just dipped. They've just left. So it leaves me fighting this England, but with 84% war score. Now, this actually kind of sucks, because I haven't sieged down Bruges. So I can't actually take it. Otherwise, we would have been able to do it, man, because look, it's not really that much aggressive expansion. I would have just taken, like, West Flanders, right? But like this, man, like this, it's not bad. What about with East Flanders? Let's take a look at this. Yeah, we will get somewhat of a coalition, but I don't think it's that bad. I think we do this, obviously get involved in some bullshit with France, then go in again, take everything Flanders has here. Oh, but they won't even accept this. What the hell am I looking at? Damn, they won't even accept this. I gotta do this, man. I gotta do this, and then we'll get war reps, I guess. I can never find it. There it is, war reps. And at least I get all the money, which is nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, there we go. I mean, war with England done, and we are looking a little bit better. I'm not even gonna lie. We're looking a bit better. Cool. Cool, okay, now we got money to do quite a build-up, actually. Yeah, and people really aren't even that mad. Let's improve with Liège, start annexing our remaining vassal. We'll improve with Munster as well, and I'll actually... Yeah, I will release subjects here. I gotta release subjects. Or what the hell? Do I really? No, I don't. It's gonna take just as long to integrate as to, you know, annex a subject. So, yeah, I'm gonna do it myself, man. They're already at 40 and 20, so frick it. Might as well, right? Let's just see if we got a better guy there. We do. Okay, this guy can actually recovery effort first a little bit, and then he can integrate. I like this, though. I like this. Moving up in the world, man. No, we can actually do quite a lot with 900 ducats here. I think we build up some boats, perhaps? I do got the barks. There we go, 10 barks in progress. And maybe we move our capital like this? To Amsterdam? We can't because it's not integrated, of course, but we'll spend the money by the time we integrate it. Might as well do something with it. You know, we could have changed to primary low Franconian here, accept it for 5, and then change the primary for 50 and 50. That shouldn't make it that expensive, right? I wonder if that's a play here. Let's do it. Nice. Okay, that was easy. We're just losing a ton of money, but that's because this is maxed out. That was easy. We're gonna go common language here. I don't even know why this is an option. I guess because we changed, but yeah, okay, that's how we end up accepting low Franconian. I probably should have done this earlier. When we got this, I don't know if I could have. I guess I could have, but yeah, this is excellent. Okay, we just got cores on everything. Oh, no, wait, no. Nope. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. We're no longer a peasant republic. Well, we are, but we are not the Frisian freedom. We're just gonna have to suffer. I'm gonna reload here. Yeah, that would have been a nice little workaround right there, just to get richer, man. But we can't. This is what we ended up losing, the Frisian freedom, which I think, you know, these two are really the combo. Because this one I think you can get as someone else too, because it wasn't chosen for us, but this one you can't. But hey, it's pretty simple, man. We can just improve cultural opinion with Flanders if we end up stealing them from England in the next war. Well, this just happened. Yep, just some good old 100-year war stuff. And there goes any opportunity to get Bruges. Oh. We can do Brabant, I guess. It is Brussels. It's a good town. Not in real life, obviously. In game. Just kidding, but... yeah, it wouldn't hurt to get Brussels. 40,000 people. It is low Franconium. Damn, that sucks, man. This has been such a painful game. Just like every time we've played in the Netherlands, honestly. And even our whole playing tall strat isn't working out because we've been poor, once again. Because we're communist. I'm defeated. It hasn't been this painful in a while. I don't think we're gonna own anything else unless we get Flanders. Liège could be gotten too, but why would we have them? They're a weird shaped vassal that's not even connected to us. Yeah, our best bet is just moving our capital to Amsterdam and creating our own market, just to prosper a little bit more, dude. We need like 400 ducats for that, probably. Yeah. And of course, we're also getting hit with demand unlawful territory, which for about 10 years makes you have no control, man. Yeah, I just got hit for it for like, well, this, obviously. But yeah, I guess some more stuff too. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, well, this one's only 1 more year, so it's not that bad. This one too, but yeah, these are fresh. Oh shoot, it's 20 years. Oh my god, that's horrible. Oh, I hope you guys are having fun. I actually did end up creating a subject in Antwerp. It just cost us too much money, man. It just cost us too much money. It's as simple as that. Yep, let's automate the remaining guy. Also, with France doing this, good luck ever freaking improving cultural opinion of low Franconian, man. And there's no way for us to get more cultural slots. I mean, do we convert is the thing. It will be super slow. Because we got like no control, tradition versus influence. So painful, dude. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm glad Paradox made playing communist so bad. At least, you know, people can get educated. Oh, of course, right. It just auto-unpaused for me and I auto-accepted. Who the hell is this? Why are these guys in... Pain and Suffering. Pain and Suffering is the name of the game. Pain and Suffering 5. PS5. Wait, now that's probably trademarked. See, the thing is, unlawful territory is valid for them as well. It's obviously it's province-based, right? So, well, they're just gonna have to suffer instead of me, but not really, because I guess it still increases for them. Yeah, the decrease isn't big enough, man. It's too close to them. Yeah, and obviously they're going to be primary low Franconian, so they're going to core it up. It's not bad for them. It's bad for me, though. Yeah, it's just so much harder, man, when estates don't build stuff for you. It's so much harder. Like, it's super difficult to make money here. Obviously, we could min-max a little bit to get out of this, but that's not really that bad. It is tricky, though. It is tricky. Also, you know, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place here with all the France coalition stuff, because if we ditch them, they could declare on me. If we don't ditch them, we're gonna end up fighting these guys. I think I am gonna ditch them. I bit the bullet. I accepted low Franconian. It's taken us 0.7 over, which honestly just fricks cultural tradition and influence and a little bit of cabinet efficiency. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it for the quicker integration and just, you know, the fact that these things are going to become our cores. It has to be. Oh my god, I can't believe they're hitting me with this again, dude. For this, okay, it's not actually going to be a problem when we move our capital to Amsterdam, but why do they do it now? I thought they only did it instantly. This sucks balls. Bohemia's emperor again. It was Mecklenburg earlier. Obviously, you know, accepting that culture did help out with the economy, man. I mean, it's not like we weren't making this amount of money earlier, but everything just crashed and burned. So, yeah, just gathering up enough money now. And once we're done integrating North Holland, we'll do it. Oh, look, the other estates, they are building stuff. I'm actually back to getting more cultural influence again because of some libraries I put down. Yeah, not enough money for universities, obviously. That's why this is taking 0.14 per month, bro. It's so horrible, dude. Yeah, it's just the Frisian culture. It's too weak, and with my, you know, with me deciding not to convert anything manually because we're so tolerant. Yeah, that's the price we pay. Taking forever to integrate these things, taking forever to annex subjects. What else? Over cultural capacity. Yeah. And the thing is, I can't even start annexing these guys, even though it's gonna take 40 years to do it. Jesus. Because none of them will tick. Because of the plus, you know, from annexing multiple subjects at the same time. Don't do this playthrough. Don't do this playthrough, especially not as heavy roleplay as I did. Grant these guys things, please. And then culture shift to this and get out of being a Frisian freedom because it's, ass. You're freaking kidding me. This is gonna be done 77? This is gonna be done 58? What? Oh. I know why that's true. It's at 90.34 and 90.46. I don't think it should take until 77. I think this is wrong. Gonna go with... it doesn't matter. We won't have the institutions that quick anyway. And that pesky little vassal that we've had since the start has finally been annexed. Okay, we've already accepted up, what you call it, that Westphalian one or whatever. So that's gonna become our cores. Excellent. Control won't be that bad. Yeah. You know, at least we're good on temples, man. I'm glad these don't cost that much. You know, just doing control stuff we're lacking. Wait, how the hell did this happen? What? They're a vassal of the Ottomans. Okay, I think both of these guys are, right? No, it's just one. Yeah, it's just these guys. Okay, Ottomans aren't doing that hot. They're actually losing hard to the Aretinids right now. I've never seen these guys, though. They must have made them pop from the Ottomans. I've also never seen Bulgaria push this hard this way. Oh. We got Spain and the two Sicilies formed. Well, these guys are common. Spain, honestly, not that common. No other formables that I can see. Well, South Holland has finally been integrated. It's like the game knows. The only one not core is Amsterdam. However, I can already create a market there, which I will do. Pretty tiny market, but definitely helping us with money. Yeah, and to think all of our problems could have been solved if we just built up a market earlier. But honestly, I couldn't have, man. I was way too poor. And I was kind of hoping we'd get Bruges. Well, Amsterdam is finally a core. Let's move our capital there. Need 700 ducats? What? Why? Ugh. It didn't take that long to collect, but it's more. What I was gonna say is it's expensive. France wins the 100 Years' War. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, man, now with this level of income, I mean, just look at this, dude. We're making a ton of money. Now we're really starting to do up the infrastructure, especially, yeah, I'm just spamming up roads right now. Yeah, now we're really, like, infrastructuring it up, man. Yeah, it's looking real good. Yeah, and control is looking, like, really nice now as well. Doing universities now, obviously education and institution spread and all that stuff is good, but also going for cultural influence just so we can speed this up a little bit, man. Boulders are really nice. I never really touched on them because, well, we were too poor to build them, but yeah, there we go. It provides some pretty nice things, man. The annexation of this is moving up nicely ever since we finished constructing the universities. Yeah, very nice, man. Looking pretty good. Dude, look at how stagnant our tax base was earlier. This is probably like where I built the where I built the market. Oh, look at control here. Finally gonna build up Amsterdam into a city. Very nice. It's not our most populous province. Rotterdam is actually the biggest, but yeah. And for no particular reason, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a pretty good place to... Why the hell are these guys on my side? I think this is a pretty good place to wrap it up because, well, France just declared on us and, well, I'm tired of it. I really am tired, boss. Wait, what? On Savoy? Why am I in? What the hell do I have to do with Savoy? I'm not allied. What? They're the emperor. What? I don't get this. I hate that you auto-accept, and I hate that I don't know why I'm in this war. And now France is just sitting at 100% with Burgundy, apparently. You know, you don't see him too often, but Savoy from Burgundy, apparently. And they're just not piecing out. Okay, now they pieced out. Dude, Rotterdam was rural? What? Oh yeah, the subject was annexed during the war, which is wonderful. So yeah, now we have everything, man. We've eaten everything up. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking about local governors and stuff like that, but really we're not that big. And also you gotta put them down in a city. I only have one city right now, and the other one is just like right here. No point in putting down one right there. If I would, I'd build one in my former capital, but no point. You know, it turns out communism doesn't make you poor. It's not having your own market. Okay, there we go. Now we're making Rotterdam into a city. But now, folks, I do think that is really a good place to wrap it up for our, you know, what you call it, a communist utopia playing tall playthrough. In the end, we did manage to build up the infrastructure and, you know, the money-making stuff, and it turned out pretty good, but man, was the start difficult, dude. Especially because us not having our own market, especially because we wanted to stay Frisian, which is a pretty weak culture. It takes so long to integrate provinces that you conquer from Westphalian and Low Franconian, but also to annex subjects that we had that were Westphalian and Low Franconian due to the low initial, what the hell are Italians doing here? Due to the low initial, you know, cultural influence and the high initial cultural tradition of these other guys. But I gotta say, man, once we annexed up these subjects, moved capitals to Amsterdam, you know, created a market at Amsterdam, things started working out really well. But obviously, if you watch through all of the video, you will know all of the hardships that we experienced with the coalitions and with England and with France. We could have nabbed Flanders, dude. Having Bruges would have been awesome, but it is what it is. But yeah, in the end, man, we ended up with a pretty good tax base right here, especially since we did all of this in the last 30 years, making a ton of money right here, man. Obviously, everything we own is a core. Control is looking really, really good as well. Got infrastructure built up everywhere. And, you know, all of the relevant buildings, man. If you guys want to hover on this, you guys can see pretty much what we have right here. And everything is looking really, really awesome. Making nice money from trade as well. So, I guess, you know, you can do it without any privileges to the nobles, the clergy, and the burghers. Honestly, I think this is the only country in the entire game that starts off with something like this, unless it's someone like, I don't know, that you know, someone wouldn't even think of, but at least a somewhat, you know, relevant and somewhat semi-unique country right here. Yeah, all the privileges to the commoners, you know, even though they don't actually have that much power, but you know, 50% crown power is really good without all of these privileges. So hey, I like that. I can't believe the clergy and the burghers are still more powerful than the peasants, man. It just goes to show, you know, these guys always exist in the shadows, even in communist countries. But taking a look at the values as well: communalism, traditional economy, free subjects, and decentralization was the main thing. The only thing we couldn't steer towards was humanist, but that one is really hard to get on that side as opposed to spiritualist. And yeah, all cultures accepted, fully Catholic right here, still in the HRE, unfortunately. But you know, we're looking mighty, mighty fine. Also with only limiting expansion to you know, the Low Countries right here. Even though we didn't push at all into Flanders and Wallonia, we do got all of Friesland and Holland and about I would say a third of Brabant right here. So that's looking really nice. So yeah, if you want to do your own communist utopia slash dystopia, whatever you want, Friesland, the Frisian freedom is the way to go. After that, you form the United Netherlands provinces, which is, you know, the republic version and stuff like that. So honestly, third time playing in the Netherlands on this channel. As painful as it is, it's also fun. I guess I like torturing myself. Or I guess you guys like watching, but either way, that's a pretty good place to wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed this video, man, make sure to leave a like. If you haven't subscribed already, do so, or you're a communist, or if you don't, you're not. I don't know, whatever you guys want, it's totally up to you. But yeah, that's it for me for now. See you next time.